Good morning. It is a Monday, so it's that time of the week again where we pack all the weekend orders. So today we have got a total of 13 orders, which doesn't sound that many compared to normal. Normally I'd be hoping for about 20. However, it is for £318. So there's some nice priced stuff going out today. So let's kick it off. E105. Is a Nike rework jumper. Not many of these left now. I think I've only got 2 or 3 left. That's sold for full asking price of $19.99. C607. C607 is a Bullet for My Valentine t-shirt. I picked it up at a charity shop weekend just gone. It is really cheap material. The only reason I picked it up was because of the design. I paid £1 for it, but it's really cheap man-made polyester, and it's gone for £8. So it went really quickly. Made a little bit of profit on it. Next up, we have D1004. Didn't want that one. D1004 is a Converse hoodie. It says I love Converse with one of the shoes on. It is a women's hoodie. It has been hanging around for a while. I accepted an offer of £10 on that one. I think I had it listed for $14.99, but it is one of those that's been here since the beginning of the year. So happy for it to go. C1303. This was a nice sale. It is a older Levi's jumper. It has gone for $19.99. E705. E705 is a Joe Brown's t-shirt. It's not a t-shirt. It's a formal shirt. It's a button-down shirt. The thing I find with Joe Brown's is you only pick up the more wacky coloured striped spots, whatever pattern it is. If you pick up a plain blue, white shirt, t-shirt, doesn't seem to sell, doesn't seem to have any value. So pick up a wacky shirt as long as you can get it cheap enough. If you can pick it up for £1-2, then great. That one has sold for £14. Next up, we have E1207. E1207 is a Fred Perry jumper that is 100% merino wool, and it is sold for $26.99. Now you'll have to take my word for it because it's in one of these poly bags. At the beginning of the summer, I ran out of the clear bags. I didn't really want to stop production whilst they were being delivered from Amazon. So I had some of these ones left over. It's already packed up, so I don't know whether I take it out and put it in a clear one. Probably not. Anyway, that was that. It was a grey merino wool jumper, Fred Perry, as I said. And next up we have G3. If I can squeeze down here. Now, I also at the same time picked up a load of military wear, and as I ran out of the clear bags, I didn't want to waste a load of poly bags. So I hung all the military wear up. So all of my militaria is hung up there. That's why that's there. That is a vintage German army issue shirt with patches on either side, and that has sold for 25 quid. This next one I've had for ages, and it's up here. It's been staring at me the whole time. And it's this. It's a Binatone. It's a dual foam. One's a cordless one. I picked it up right at the beginning of the year. I think I got it from a charity shop. I think it was a tip shop. And they wanted 4 quid for it, I think it was. So I picked it up at the beginning of the year. And I've had an offer come in at £19. I had it up for 25, I think it was. But £19 back in the pocket is where I need to be. So I've accepted that. Glad to see the back of that one. Next up, we have the Bakugan set. So we had the set, and we had the larger Bakugan as well. If you see my Jumble Trail video, you see I picked them up for a £5. The only reason I picked it up was because the box is a Lego box, and I thought it might have some value. When it came to pricing them, I Google imaged each of them, and I couldn't see any that were worth any more than a couple of quid. So I thought what I'd do is I'll let the market decide the value, and I put them up for auction. But I started the auction at $9.99, and it sold for its maiden bid of $9.99. So I doubled my money. Will I pick Bakugan up again? Probably will. There are some rare ones that I've seen which were like 80 quid for one, and I'm like, okay, fine. And I don't know enough about them, so maybe I pick one up again. And the research was quite fun. So that's that. It didn't hang around. It only lasted the week of the auction. It didn't have to do any more cycles than one. Next up is D1105. D1105. This did not hang about, and I'm going to keep banging on about this brand. It's Fat Face. Yes, you don't get loads of money for it. You know, and I've said before, 12 to 15 quid is where most of its price point is. And this one has sold for £12. But I listed it on Saturday, and it sold on Saturday. Can't ask for more than that. You know, I paid 2 quid, 3 quid for it, and it sold for 12 within a couple of hours of me listing it. You know, cannot grumble at that. The next one we have is down here. Now this is a vintage Playmobile shell garage set, and it is far from complete. It has the main body of the garage. It's got the roof, it's got the pumps. It doesn't have very many accessories at all to it, and it sold for $9.99. I picked this up as part of a bundle of Playmobile. In the bundle was with more complete sets, which I sold off a long time ago. So this was just sitting there for ages, an absolute ages to sat round. And you know what, I thought, I'll clean it up and get it listed on the weekend. Again, listed it Saturday. It sold on Saturday. This next one, C1503. Now, I nipped into my local charity shop, which I don't normally go to because it's tiny. There's never really anything in there. And I nipped into there on Saturday morning before I did anything else. And I don't really pick up anything from there. But I did pick up this blazer. And I don't even normally look in the women's section. I don't really know what to look for when it comes to women's clothing. However, there was so little in the men's, I thought, oh, I don't want to waste my trip completely, so I'll have a quick look. And this is by Kate Moss for Topshop. And it was £3.50. And I thought, you know what, it's got to be worth 12 quid. Surely somebody's going to want to pay 12 quid for that. And I get it home, and I'm doing some research, and people have achieved like £50 or £60 for it. I'm like, no, cannot be. So I thought, you know what, I'll list it for £60, £59.99, and see what happens. There were other people trying to sell it for £80 to £90, so mine was the cheapest on eBay. But the solds had told me that they weren't going to achieve £80 or £90. However, I listed it, and within minutes, can't have been 40 minutes, it sold for full asking price. Now, it's great. I've turned £3.50 into 60 quid. But could I have made more? I don't know. But in this game, I don't really care. 60 quid in my account. And then lastly, we have got a pair of kids' football boots. And if I could see what I was doing, it would be helpful. Is it them? Yes, it's them. Now, a lot of people ignore kids' football boots. However, parents don't want to pay £60 for a pair of brand new boots. I wouldn't want to pay £60 for my kids' boots. Why would I bother? And the thing with kids' football boots is they grow out of them before they have a chance to really get worn in. They only last a season, if that. So they're usually in quite good condition. These ones, for example, they were £2.50 at a charity shop, at a children's charity shop. I'm just going to pick them up all day long. Now, they're not massive earners, but I got 15 quid for them. 250 into 15, again, for something that's really easy to list and post. Win him. And that's everything. I do think I've had one more come in. Hang on. Let me refresh. Yes, we've had another order since we've been on the video. A1701. So, is a Ralph Lauren button-up shirt. It's gone for 12 quid. One thing to note, and I don't know if anybody knows this or anyone cares to listen. Colour plays a big part in price. I know that everybody knows that size plays a big part. A small generally is cheaper than a medium. It's cheaper than a large. It's cheaper than an extra large. Generally, the bigger the size, the more you can command for it, because that's the size of normal people nowadays. However, colour is a big part of that pricing as well. If this had been a black or a white or a blue dress shirt, or even something wacky, this would have gone for a lot more than £12. But because this is red, and red seems to have a slower sell-through rate and is less desirable, it has only gone for 12. You can list it for 20 quid like you would normally do for a blue or a black Ralph Lauren shirt. It will take a lot longer to sell. Now, coming up to Christmas, red is the theme, so maybe somebody's getting ready for Christmas. But generally, in a whole, try and stay away from particularly red. Orange is a bit of a funny one. Yellow's a bit of a funny one. If you can build a store of black, white, and blue, I think you'd be laughing. They're colours that people want to wear every day. Red might just be a special occasion. Anyway, that's that bit over. Let's get it packed. And that's it for today's video. If you've managed to get this far, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get this off to the post office in my lunch break. This might be the thumbnail. See you next time. Bye.